Yo, 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 what up, world? What up, Fight Fam? It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV, coming at you with some news you can use and another boxing conversation. I got my brothers, the usual suspects, the Houston Hard Hitters. We all one. We in the building. 503. All right, fella, what's going down, man? What's going down? All right, fella, I see you. What's up with it, bro? Oh, 503. The game coming on right now. I just got a notification. But what's up with it, all right, fella? Shit, sound like you watching that bit.
Just listening to that Blue Blood interview.
Which one?
Um, he uh he did a interview. He just uploaded the interview he did with Serafina, who's I believe the manager of Jarrell Big Baby Miller.
The manager of Big Baby Miller. Huh.
Yeah, she has
That's
some
interesting.
interesting things to say.
Huh?
She definitely had some interesting things to say.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. So, did you just finish watching it, or was you still watching it?
I was still watching it. I think I got most of it, but
So what's the gist? So basically, what's the gist that they saying? What's the excuse? Because it's an excuse to me.
no, man, she ain't even give no. Well, I probably didn't get to the excuse part then because I didn't hear any excuses. She
No
said
excuse.
what Jarrell did was disgraceful. You know what I mean? And he deserves a punishment. It's just that the fact that she thinks that the way people are coming at him, like it just seems like a little overboard with this whole lifetime ban shit. She says she's been getting threats like in her inboxes, saying that Jarrell should hang with a short
Uh,
rope and
yeah,
things of that nature and
that's
shit
too
like that.
much. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's way too much. But as far as the lifetime ban, I don't care. I'm actually all of them. What's up with the Chick Hook boxing and sports entertainment? Ken Stenhouse, McIntyre one.
Mhm. Yep.
Bro, I'm at the point for all these sheets. It ain't just Big Baby. Every single one of them hoes. Povetkin. Hell, if AJ was to get popped right here today, hell, if Deontay Wilder was to get popped, man, I don't think he'll ever get popped. But I'm just saying, it's at a point to where we can't have it in the sport, man. It's like they don't want it in baseball. You don't even hear about
Right.
PEDs in basketball.
Oh, and it's rampant in
You
basketball.
know, you get caught in football, you got three
But
chances and you out
yep.
because you dealing with people's livelihood. What's up with it, Abel Mahara? I see you, my brother. What's your thoughts, 503?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Three strikes you out of there, man. I mean, I feel the same way as the NFL do. You know what I'm saying? That's something I do agree with them on, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here gotta be stopped, bro. And like J Rock said today early on Twitter, man, I read his tweet, man, on my live, man. Um, if motherfuckers is only getting 6 months bans, bro, they gonna continue to do what they doing, bro.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And J Rock is 100% right, bro. You gotta, I mean, 5 years, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You gotta up the ante a little bit, man. You gotta come down with you know what I'm saying, with the force with this shit, bro. 6 months ain't nothing, my nigga. This like CB Sports TV said on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker can come back and fight in October, November. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
for fuck
who
around, they come back and fight Anthony Joshua then.
exactly? That's what I've been trying to tell all fella. That's what I've been trying to tell him, bro. I've been saying that shit all week. I say, bro, he can still fuck around and fight AJ, bro. Still. Cause Deontay Wilder, the manager, and I already said they not worried about no AJ. We will consider that in 2020, but I'm gonna let you cook on that. I say that for you, man. But Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's just some got to be done, man. And I'm not trying to go overboard with your real big baby Miller. Hey, man, he got 6 months. Do your time. It is what it is. But this shit got to stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't never want to hear Jarrell Big Baby Miller say anything about somebody else popping dirty or taking steroids. Just shut the hell up. When you come back to fight, man, just shut up, come back to fight, and do what you got to do, and get out the way. Period.
Wouldn't be surprised if he come back and lose. I'm just saying.
It all depends on who you fighting, bro.
It,
Indeed, I was about to
what's up
just
with
say
Eric
that.
Jenkins?
It all depends who fights.
Well, he ain't been fighting nobody but bums. That's it. That's it. You can't tell me he didn't fight anybody else. That's not a bum. One of the
Yeah.
ones. And
Wow.
I wonder what his situation is going to be with the zone and even Matchroom, because I know
that means he's gonna
Eddie
fight more
Hearn in
bums.
particular ain't too pleased with him right now.
Yeah, that's why I say it means he gonna fight more bums. He ain't gonna put him in there to get no money. He ain't, bro. The dude ain't never made over 300,000 in a fight, and he fucked himself. He might have a comeback story. St. Cruz and said, "Bums only." Salute, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Macadon one. You playing with people's lives should be first 1 year, second 3 years, third lifetime ban. And I'm not even, bro. Lifetime ban for the first, second, and third. Won't never be a second or third. Thief in the night. What's good, bro? What's up with the one of them ones?
Peace, peace, peace.
That boy
Just
came in
chilling,
like
man. I
Top
don't
Cat.
know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long you've been on, but I just seen
Oh,
them.
your mic's sounding.
I just came on, bro. We ain't been on but maybe
Oh,
5 minutes.
okay. So I quit early this time. Yeah, man. Big up, man. I haven't been on for a while, so I thought I'd come through and bless the thing, you know?
You know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
boy say Eric Jenkins said in Big Baby's case, he got caught with 3 different PEDs in the system. Yeah, that's strike 1, 2, and 3.
Man, one of the ones of your ass ever get some sleep, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. Like, that's why I haven't really
It's
been
like
on
four
recently.
o'clock in the morning, nigga. Go to sleep, nigga. Your ass
That's
don't
what I'm
never
saying.
get no sleep. Drink
I
some
know,
tea,
man.
goddamn.
It ain't tea time
Yeah.
yet.
You know what? The only reason I'm on now is because I can't even get to sleep right now. So I thought, man, I might as well chop it up with my brother Mac, my brother Mac. You know what I mean? And and see what
No.
happens from there. But yeah, man, you're right. You're right. It's late over here, man.
Yeah. Hey,
It's
Shakita.
half three.
I see you trying to play stepmama all summer in 2019 and shit. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that
man.
Instagram post.
Hey, she gonna be giving niggas the best 2 minutes of their life.
Yeah, man. Fact. No
Shout out to
Mexican meat,
ladies'
no
night,
dick
man.
pills either.
Shouts
Eric,
out to
so
ladies' night, man.
yeah,
Got
man. Shout out to ladies night. Oh man. I only got to hear part of it, but y'all had me crying for that little part. But yeah, man, I know y'all I kind of said I was gonna talk about some things on the chat today, man. I was on rant, but I've been thinking, and I'm like, I'm still gonna talk about it, but I ain't gonna just go on a tangent, man. I'm gonna just be real honest with y'all. This is my point. When I had spoke about earlier, and I stopped myself on 503 channel because I'm at a point. I'm looking at everything and how the sport is going. And bro, I'm at a point to where I'm for these fighters empowering themselves. I'm tired of these promoters screwing them. I'm tired of these racist bastards in this game, and I don't give a fuck about. I don't get me wrong. I want these big ass fights to happen because that's what makes the sport popular. That's what brought me to this sport. But if I got to sit here and watch these fighters get fucked over at the same time, then I don't want to see the fight. I don't. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. If Deontay Wilder got to sit there and get a million while this some bitch get $80 million to fight Anthony Josh, I don't want to see that bullshit. If Terrence Crawford got to sit here and put up with this racist bastard Bob Arum just so we can get a fight, but while Bob Arum sitting here talking shit about Al Heyman, I don't want to see that bullshit. You got Barry Hearn over here talking all this racist ass shit, and we expect them to come to the table with Al Heyman and Shelly Finger to come and make a deal so we can have a fight. I don't care to see that shit. I'd rather these fighters have a sense of pride and have their head up at the end of the day and make money for themselves. Cause they making money and not having those big fights. Cause guess what? I still want to see Deontay Wilder. I still want to see Earl Spence. I don't give a fuck about Bob Arum. I don't give a fuck about Eddie Hearn. I don't give a fuck about Barry Hearn. I'm tired of these racist bastards in the sport. I wish Bob Arum would die over them all. That's on God now. I don't give a fuck about him. All the people he done fucked over in his career, give a fuck. I wish he'd go somewhere. Let Terrence Crawford go somewhere, deal with somebody else. Then I'd want to see that fight. As long as Bob Arum part of it, I don't give a fuck about seeing that fight with Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I don't. And believe me, I want to see that fight. But as long as Bob Arum a part of it, I don't want to see that shit. Same thing going with AJ and Deontay Wilder. If the fight ain't till 2020, to be honest with you, I don't care if the fight is till 2021. If we still got to deal with this racism in the sport, I don't want to see that shit. I'd rather keep watching PBC fights. I'm not for the subscribe to the zone. I will stream that shit. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know how we feel about Golden Boy and them racist ass emails. So as far as Canelo, if I ain't going to somebody else's house, I'm gonna stream that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, Charlo. I want Charlo to fight him because I want Charlo to get his recognition. But bro, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm really sick and tired of the racism and we as boxing fans just supposed to look over that bullshit. No, I'm not. I'm not looking over it no more. I'm tired. I'm sick of that shit. I'm real live sick of it. I'd rather just go to local fights. I know a lot of y'all probably don't feel the same way, but that's exactly how I feel. That's why I didn't want to go on that tangent on 503. And I actually calmed down early because I was actually red. I wanted to really go off, but I knew how I'd be, and I'd be saying all kind of, I'd be going off and probably fucking around, get my partner, my bros channel mark. Nah, fuck that. I'll go on a tangent on my channel. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, shit, just to backdoor you one time for the one time. I mean, I definitely agree with what you saying, man. But at the end of the day, man, this is boxing, man. Boxing politics never fails us, man.
You right, but
Um,
I don't want to hear the racist shit. That you
I don't
don't
want to
gotta
hear
be
the racist
racist
shit
about
either,
the
man.
shit.
The best logical solution I
Stop
I would have
agreeing
to
with
say
you,
is to um like I say, stick it to their pockets, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to affect a racist white businessman? You know,
shit.
stop giving them money.
That's
You
what
know what
I'm
I'm
doing.
saying?
I'm not get. I'm sorry. I'm not buying. I don't give a. If the next Terrence Crawford fight, Terrence Crawford could be fighting Keith Thurman, and that whole on pay per view. I'm not buying that hoe.
Yeah,
On God,
yeah.
and them.
That's
I'm not.
that's
I'm not.
that's basically what it come down to, man. You know, fuck having the zone. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit, bro. To be honest with you, I want to watch Regis and Josh Taylor, man. But I'm fuck it, bro. I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, you just can't roll over and bend over, and take it in the ass, man. And that's what they trying to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, man, but it is what it is, man. And can't have that, bro. I can't have that, man. I'm not supporting none of these guys' racist campaign, man. I'm sorry, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Coach Sheldon Harrison video on this earlier, man. And Bob Arum ain't stupid enough to call his fucking you know, fighters no slaves or slave contracts. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that goddamn dumb. You know what I'm saying? So Even though I don't like his methods as a promoter, you know what I'm saying, because they prehistoric, ancient, you know what I'm saying, dinosaurs, but he ain't that motherfucking stupid to say that. Now he might say that behind closed doors with all his little Jewish, you know, homies or whatever, when they all, on the golf course or some shit, but he ain't finna say that shit on camera at no press conference trying to promote a fight. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta hit them where it hurt, man. And that's in they motherfucking me checkbooks, in they bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? These numbers do bad versus Canelo Jacobs. They'll understand. You know, these numbers do bad versus Joshua and Louise. They'll understand. You know what I'm saying? That they'll have a meeting with Eddie Hearn in the match room. You know what I'm saying? That's
They
what
should
you
be
gotta
having
do.
that meeting right now. They
You
shouldn't
gotta,
wait till then. They should have had that meeting. That's another issue I got. Why wait?
yeah.
Oh, these numbers is bad.
Because
Well,
they
Daddy
gotta
said
lose
this.
money first. They have to lose money, like the NFL lost money.
I know,
You
but
know what I'm
that's
saying?
it
That's
shouldn't
it's
take
a
so long.
process,
They should
bro.
already know. They shouldn't. John Skipper done been in the ESPN for how many years now? He know that shit. He know that fucking shit. He should be saying something right motherfucking now.
Well, just to give y'all a little update, not to shit on the whole fuck the zone parade, but they did premiere Jacobs Canelo
Hey,
kind of
you
24/7
breaking
type of
all the way up,
special,
bro.
and it was
All right, fella. You really going in and
you
out.
hear me now?
I can hear you good now. Now, what was you saying? You got to
Okay.
start from the top.
Yeah, when you up like 20, when you up 20 floors, sometimes you go. I go in and out. I'm on the balcony right now, though. Still, you know what I mean. But
I don't know what it is. Hold on.
not to what I mean, shit on that.
Hold on. You going back in and out again. Hold on, bro. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up. All right, there you go. I'm pulling up this control room. See if, all right, say something. See
Yeah,
if that helps.
you hear me
Can you
all
hear
right
me?
now?
All right,
Yeah, I
fella.
hear you. I hear you.
All right, fella.
You, yeah. You don't hear me? You don't hear me?
I don't know. My brother is Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. I can hear you now. Can you say something? See if you're going in and out now.
Yeah. What's good? What's good? You hear the voice? Hey, 1 2 1 2
You going
1
in and
2
out. I don't know
1
what it
2.
is.
But yeah,
Hey, go out and come back in.
I don't know. I don't know why I can hear all fella, but you can't, bro.
I can hear him, but it sounds like he's
Yeah,
going in and out. I got his volume turned all the way up.
Yeah.
I could hear it. I could hear him, but he's gone.
Y'all can
He's
hear him
gone
right
in
now?
and not now.
PK say he
Nah,
sounds
he ain't
clear
saying
in here.
nothing.
no, cause I ain't even saying nothing yet.
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear
Yeah.
you now, old fella.
Everybody say he sounds clear. I don't know why I can't hear him, bro.
Yeah, it sounds clear as day to me.
hmm he probably just get a
All
bad
right, well, let me
reception.
just flip
There
this.
you go. I hear you. I hear you like a motherfucker. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Let me just flip this whole. Um,
Technical
just to
difficulty.
give y'all a quick update.
There you go.
Uh, the Jacobs Canelo. They had a Jacobs Canelo little 24/7 type thing. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And there was 3,000 people watching it still. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a better number. A better number than I thought they would have got. You know what I mean? Or would have been getting. So there is some improvement. There is some growth with what we're seeing from the zone at least.
Yeah.
Man, that shit, that shit is gonna flop like like Jaquan's second album, man.
I actually think this Canelo fight gonna do better numbers for the simple fact that all his
I
fans are
don't.
head now. I didn't say it was gonna do great numbers. I said better numbers. The last one.
Man, that hoe gonna flop like Chingy third album, man.
We gonna see.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that
We
thing don't break.
Well,
I was say like Chingy third album.
Like like
so
like
listen,
Danny Green last night shooting that three. It's gonna be a brick.
Damn.
If Philly wins the game, I'm telling you. All right. Man, they ain't gonna release the numbers. Just like ESPN, Dan Ray Fat still ain't released the numbers for Bud pay per view, but we already know it barely did 100,000. Let Eddie
That,
Hearn tell it.
yeah, I mean Crawford and Khan was never a pay per view, and I don't know whether they've suddenly realized that, oh shit, we made a mistake. I mean, it was a retarded choice to make that pay per view. They should have just put that on free TV. I don't understand it. Like even in the UK, that's not a pay per view fight. Khan's not a pay per
Oh
view
shit,
fighter.
that's my first time hearing you saying retarded.
hold on.
Oh, what is that?
What did he? I gotta hear you say it. What was retarded?
What is that? What is that kind of a big thing there?
I don't know. I ain't never heard you say it. I didn't even hear you say it then. I guess I didn't
You
catch
ain't
it.
hear what I'm
No,
Oh, I
I
was
didn't hear it.
no, I was
saying, bro?
just
That boy let that
I
shit
was
flow
just
out
saying,
smooth as hell.
yeah, I was just saying, Khan and Crawford was a retarded decision, man. There was never a pay per view fight, man.
No, it wasn't.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it did less than 100K. But anyway, Canelo Jacobs, as I understand, it's on the zone, and they don't release numbers anyway. So, and it's an app, so it is what it is there. But it definitely Jacobs, Canelo's a draw, and it's a big fight. It's a good fight. I reckon it will do. I mean, if the figures were ever released, I think it would do relatively good numbers, like maybe somewhere in the region of about 150 to 300, somewhere in that sort of region. I wouldn't be surprised if they do more than 300, but the zone is a new platform. Um, and saying that, we don't have the zone in the UK. We got that fight, I believe. Let me think. Yeah, that fight I believe will be on Sky Sports main event. So that's how we would access that fight. Don't quote me though. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm about 90% certain it's going to be on Sky Sports Action. Um, so that the whole the zone platform is it's a new kind of thing. We'll have to see, and also like there's many factors and layers to this. You got to think about people that will potentially buy the app, sign up to the app just for the fight, and then they're going to cancel next month. Do you know what I mean? So they're effectively buying the fight for, well, what is it, 2019.99 or whatever it is over there, which will obviously have an impact on the numbers that they do. It's a different sort of it's a different route, isn't it, as opposed to people flicking through channels and watching the fight. I think if the fight was on TV, I'm sure that it would do over 300K. If it was on free TV, like I don't know, ESPN or Showtime or whatever, just speaking out, thinking out loud. But with the zone, it's a different platform in it, so we'll have to see.
Man, real talk, and I'm gonna move on because I ain't gonna stick on that subject. We are gonna talk more about Canelo and Daniel Jacobs just because of the fight itself. I'm not gonna keep talking about the racism in the sport because the shit pisses me off every time I talk about it. But I am gonna get to this clip. Don't know if anybody else heard this clip, but I'm gonna let y'all hear this clip. Um,
Как я буду вести поединок
so,
и
oh
наговорил
well,
уже
yeah,
до
yeah, I forgot. I had to read this shit. I'm gonna read what it say. Basically, I forgot he was talking in his language. But Lomachenko did an interview this morning, and he said he's come on, move. He said he's talking about Lomachenko. I mean, Teofimo Lopez, and he says he talked himself into so much that I know exactly how I'm going to hold that fight, and I'm going to hold him accountable for every word that has been said. Uh, that sound like that. Lomachenko is willing to make the fight happen. So what's y'all thoughts if this fight happened and do you think Lomo do you think Teofimo has a big chance? You 503, I know how you feel because you feel the same way I do, but I want to hear one of the ones on how I felt because I would love to see this fight, and I'd love to see this fight mix for
Mm.
both of those guys. Neither one of those guys has a fight right now, so I'd love to see them make that fight happen next.
Okay. So I believe Lomachenko. I think that Lomachenko will dissect and he will beat Tio Lopez. Based on Lomachenko's ring IQ, I don't think Tio's got the experience and the ring IQ to deal with the many different dimensions that Lomachenko could potentially present to him. Tio's a fantastic, slick fighter. He looks good. He looks flashy. You know, I've made videos about him. You know, I approve of him. He's a good prospect, contender, call it what you want. But I just feel like he is not going to be experienced enough to deal with Lomachenko. And Lomachenko will beat him, but you know, Tio's got power. That's a good thing. He's a great counter puncher. He's great at fighting defensively. In his last fight, he fought offensively, and he didn't look that impressive. And even he alluded to the fact that he needs to go back to the drawing board and work on some things. So, um, it. I think that you know, you might think that you know Lomachenko's an offensive fighter and Tob and a sort of well being better defensively and counter punching that he could just counter him all day and you know walk him into shots and so forth. But my point is that Lomachenko's smarter than that. He knows how Tio fights and he knows he's assessing all the possibilities and he's gonna prepare himself to deal with someone who's gonna fight on the back foot. With that being said, we've never seen Lomachenko fight a slick fighter, a slick counter puncher like
Bro,
Teofimo Lopez. So
that was my exact point right there. I didn't think nobody was gonna say it, but I'm like, I've never seen Lomachenko fight nobody like Teofimo. Not even close. Gary Russell wasn't even slick as Teofimo is. And then on top of that, Teofimo is a counter puncher that can move and can come forward. I don't know
yeah,
how long
so
they handle that.
yeah,
Styles may fight.
yeah, styles make fights, and this is the thing: we've never seen Lomachenko deal with a slick ass fighter like that. Teofimo Lopez is most certainly competent. He's a competent, slick fighter. So it's one of those things that we'll just have to see what happens. The other thing is that we've never really seen Lomachenko in there other than Salido with a good come forward pressure fighter. You know what I mean? So it, until we see that, it's kind of all up in the air. But the one thing I don't like about that fight for Tio is his lack of experience, and I just feel like Rigo, what's his name, Lomachenko's ring IQ will just be a little too much for Tio. But of course, I would root for Tio because you know I can't wait for that whole Matrix personification and this whole, you know, white Jesus personification to get blown up, especially by Tio. And I endorse it because Tio's about 21. I'm all for young fighters, you know, like similar to Floyd Mayweather in 1988, where he got his shot against Hernandez at the age of 21. I'm all for young fighters, you know, going for glory and trying to get, you know, trying to elevate themselves, you know. So I definitely would approve of that. I just I'm leaning to Lomo in that one though.
What you got, fella?
Yeah. Once again, talk like this coming from Lomachenko is encouraging. You know what I mean? A week ago, he was dismissing the fact, you know what I mean, that Teofimo even existed. Um, and now he's, you know what I mean, acknowledging the fact that he could be a possible fight down the road. You know what I mean? So the way it stands right now, in my opinion, Lomachenko outboxes Teofimo at this point. And if I was in Lomachenko's camp advising him, I would take this fight now. While Lopez is somewhat, I'm not gonna say he's green, but he's definitely on the upside and hasn't reached anywhere near his ceiling. So you might as well get him now while it's just let's say a tad bit raw before he's fully developed in the dig. So I'm all for the fight if he decides to fight him next and step up and you know what I mean, and fight the young lion without a belt. You know what I mean? Because what we do know is that the hype is around uh, Teofimo Lopez more so than even if we want to keep it real with these unification fights and keep it real to my brother out there in Ghana. But nobody really wants to see the Richard Coleman fight. Everybody wants to see Loma against Lopez. So that's my take.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what's good? New Fat Boy Fitness. Naptown is in the house. What's going down? 503. What's your take on it, my brother?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Loving it. Nah, man. Hey, man. Shout out to Lomachenko, man. If he take the fight, man, I'll be a happy camper, man. But we gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do want to see him fight. Teofimo Lopez. If he can't fight Teofimo Lopez, of course Richard Comey, will be the next option. And if not, then shit, try to fight the winner out of Devin Haney and Luke Campbell. You want that WBC belt so bad, fight the winner of Luke Campbell or Devin Haney. Don't just try to go after Luke Campbell and just bypass Mr. Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because he been calling you out too. And niggas don't even talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are so more so worried about Teofimo like myself because I mean that fight is more makeable because both of y'all are on top rank. So I mean it shouldn't be no excuses on why that fight should be made, man. But I like the fact that Lomachenko is coming to grips that Teofimo is a force to be reckoned with, and this fight needs to be made sooner than later. And like all fella said, man, it's best you get him while he still is a young cub because once that young lion is in peak rare form, that's your ass, Mister No Mas Man, and that's what I got on it, bro.
Yeah, man. Say, look, check this out. I've been wanting this fight. It's no secret. Y'all know I want this fight. Um, I'm ready for it to happen. I think Teofimo beats Lomachenko because the only time I've seen the Lomachenko get countered was against Jorge Linares and he got dropped. Now you're fighting somebody with more power, more stamina, don't have no give up, and is willing to go on the lines. Then that means he's not scared of you. I think he won the fight already because 90% of the time, most of Lomachenko's fighters have already lost the mental game. Teofimo ain't lost the mental game. As of right now, in my eyes, he ahead. I think that's 80% of the fight right there.
So you saying Lomachenko beat a lot of his opponents by psyching them out?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Ain't no way
It's
Gary
most
Russell. Ain't no way Gary Russell lost that fight that easy. Well, it wasn't
most
easy, but the way he did, huh?
it's most what you're saying is most certainly the case in his last fight against Crawler. He lost that fight before the bell rung. Um,
Exactly, Rigo.
man, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. You know your boy, one of them ones, man. That fight was a fucking fix, man. I, I refuse to accept that one. I don't even want to bet on that one, man. I don't even want to go down that road, but I think that fight was a fix, man. There's just too many things that don't add up for me
Here
in
go
that
the
whole
Cuban
fight, that whole
sympathizer.
situation.
Oh, here you go. Hey,
Yeah.
hold on. I
What?
want to say this real quick. I want to say this real quick. Steph Curry is headed to the locker room with a hand injury. Don't look good for the home team, champ. But back to the game.
That nigga's a hoe, man. Y'all niggas just be been practicing voodoo and shit. God damn, man.
No, man. Hey, I don't know what happened. I just got the notification. I ain't even watching the game yet. I will be soon. But man, I do want to
I mean,
say,
yo,
man, bro. I wish Fulu was on here right now.
I mean, look,
You
it's
know that
got
you know that white boy that down here in Houston, Matthew Bowling 503. He just ran a 998 at the in the 100, bro. High school. Y'all ain't hearing me. High school. He just ran a 998 just now.
998.
High school.
10,
Damn,
Track and
yeah,
field.
that's fast. That's real
100
fast.
meters out. And he's
He's
white.
white.
Look,
Yeah.
yeah,
What is he, American?
he's from Houston.
He from Houston.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
he's from Houston.
I always
And
thought
he,
one day one of these white boys will
bro, hey, I've been
break
watching him
through.
all season. He's been kicking everybody's ass. Man, you should in the Texas relays. I'm gonna have to send y'all that video how far ahead he
Damn.
was. That boy
Yeah,
fast as shit.
yeah, man. You look back a couple generations, you might see a mixed grandmother in there somewhere, man. I don't know,
Mark
but
Wonderlick, for anybody that's fast, white or not, that's a 998. Bro, the fastest time I ever seen in high school was a 10-2. Maybe a 10-1. And that was a 10-1-9. A 998, he just broke a record, a state record,
yeah,
high
that's
school
quick.
state record.
Yeah, for
I've
high school,
never, that's
that's quick.
amazing, bro. If he don't go to the Olympics, I swear to God, he need to be in the Olympics. He need to be working with somebody right now, getting ready for track season.
On guard and them. He needs to be going to the Olympics. When is it? When is it coming back? In 2020?
2020 next year.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to be in that joint for sure.
Boy,
But I was saying, man, there's just too many things that didn't add up for me that I didn't like in that. Pure speculation. I've got no evidence about that whole Rigo fight, but yeah, man, fuck it. I think that shit was a fix, man. Brown envelopes, vanilla envelopes under the table. Hey, look, listen, you're gonna go down in the fight. Not only you gonna go down, you're gonna quit on the stool, man. What you think the Baron ain't capable of that shit? Top rank,
hey, I'm gonna put the
man.
link
Fuck
in the
that
chat
shit,
so
man.
y'all can see it.
Huh?
Y'all go
What you
check
say?
that
My boy Sergeant Box just fell in the building, man. Rough house box. Wipe your feet at the door.
Yo, what it do? Shout
Man,
out
look,
to the Houston hard hitters and the usual suspects. Everybody that pulled up. What's up with it?
What's
what's
going down,
going
rough house?
on, my brother?
Hey,
What's going
check this out, man. I was asleep, and in my sleep, I heard a voice whisper to me, Tiafimo Lopez versus Loma, and I woke up.
You heard it. So what's your
Welcome
take
to the
on it?
club, brother.
Not only does Tiafimo beat this dude, he knocks him out. That's what I
Ooh,
think. He
ooh.
knocks him out.
Oh, you still in fantasy
Tenth,
land? Go
hey,
back to sleep.
Nigga, he's
10th,
in fucking reality world, nigga. The
hey,
fuck you
10th,
talking about?
10th round knockout.
Hello.
You heard it right here from
Pow,
Rough
pow.
House Boxing TV. Bro,
And I
I mean,
second that.
oh, go ahead. Oh, you say
Nah,
you second that? Yeah,
I
that's what's
second
up,
that,
man.
my brother.
Bro, you know what? For all of the footwork, the angles, the speed, I think Teofimo's got the athleticism, the reflexes, and the quickness and the strength to match and counter all of that. And bro, when I look at Lomo, I see good. I see very good. When I see Timo, bro, I see something special. I do. I really do. And special trumps very good any day of the week. And I think he gonna trump Loma.
But Raphael, what do you think about? Do you see Tio's last fight?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think about his offensive performance? I mean, he got the knockout in, I believe it was round 6. But how do you feel about his offensive performance in that?
Hey,
He trying to go rounds. That's all. He's trying to get rounds under his belt. You know, he could have taken that dude out earlier. You know. Now the one thing I will say is, Buddy was in there with him. He was game. He came to fight. But I think from round 2, when Timo got that first good shot on him and he felt that power, that changed that dude's whole game plan. He was like, "Uh-oh, hey, man, this dude can crack." You know. So instead of Buddy, squaring up and trying to come at Timo, he was kind of in retreat mode the rest of the fight, you know?
But
So,
he's always Eddie Statley's always been a defensive fighter though.
yeah. But
Yeah,
in
he's
the
always been
beginning,
defensive.
he tried to square up with Loma. I mean, with Tio, you know, right in the center of the ring. And like I said, somewhere in there, I believe it was that second round, Tio caught him with a good shot. And that's when Tio got his respect right there. Uh-oh. Nah,
Well,
this ain't France no more, or the UK or wherever he was from.
Finland. But yeah, I think it'll definitely be a career defining it'll definitely be a career defining fight for Tio. If
Oh yeah,
Tio can eliminate the so called matrix, what that would elevate his stock like not just one step up the ladder. That will push him up there,
yeah,
quay up there, as we say in London, quay up there, not way up there, quay up there. You know what I mean? But we would have to see it because there's a lot of variables in this for me. Like I've never seen Lomachenko deal with a slick fighter that's as competent as Tio. So we're gonna have
yep.
to we're gonna have to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Matt. What was you gonna say?
no, I was saying facts.
Oh yeah, we've never seen. I don't class Rigo or Gary Russell as an example there either. I think they're possibly the closest. Ashley Linares, but so
Linares
we're
is the
gonna see.
closest. Linares, what you got to think about, Linares is not a slick fighter. But he's a good counter puncher, and he sidestepped him and countered him with a left cross and dropped him. Or was it no? It was a right cross that dropped him,
Yeah,
and
it
that
was a
was it.
right cross.
That was it. A quick counter with a right cross, and even Linares was shocked, scared the shit out of him. Like, damn, I dropped him.
Yeah,
I dropped
yeah.
Superman,
But
and
you know what?
he got beat
Also,
up.
but
All right,
also in
now,
that fight,
now the one thing I will say, bro, is this is a fight that Tio needs, man. He needs to be able to solve that puzzle, you know. And up to now, I mean, he's had the answer for every test, and I feel confident enough in his skills, in his power, in his physical attributes, and his ring IQ, that he gonna
Man,
solve the.
he ain't taking no test yet. He's taking a couple pop quizzes. That's about it, man. I
Hey,
don't know about these tests he's
everybody
taking.
everybody that's gotten in there with him has been a test for him, and he's aced every one of them. Rigo, I
um,
mean, Loma gonna be a test too. You know, now
Loma's gonna
Loma
be.
might be the final exam, but he gonna be a test too. And like I said, I think Tio gonna ace it.
Yeah, one thing I want to say about that Linares drop was, Loma was pretty much schooling Linares the whole fight. I mean, Linares had a few moments in there, and it could have just been that, Loma took his eye off the ball and he got dropped. It was, flash knockdown or whatever. People kind of like holding on to that one moment where, look, there was a little glitch in the matrix. And I ain't no Loma fan either. For anyone that's kind of just tuning in thinking I'm on some Loma hype train, it ain't even that. I'm just being objective. I like the fight, and I wish nothing but the best for Tio. He's very skillful. I think he's I think he's competent to face Lomo. and there's a lot of questions that Lomo's going to have to answer. And I like the matchup, but I don't know, man. It's just when you're dealing with Lomo, you need to have the experience and the ring IQ, and that's what's lacking for me with Tio. Has he got the experience? And I know he's good. He's flashy. He's got the skills. He's really, really, really good. But Lomachenko is not just going to come in there and produce angles and do the same. Like I genuinely believe that Lomo will adjust and because of his experience, he'll adjust and he'll give Tio some different looks, and just based on that we just don't know how's Tio gonna react.
Right.
So it's a really good matchup in my eyes, and yeah, I just think because of the experience of ring IQ, I'm leaning with Loma, but Tio can definitely. It's possible. Tio's got power. Loma, I would say he's pillow fisted. Well, not pillow fisted, but he likes
I
combinations.
ain't,
And you
hey,
can't.
I ain't now. I'm not gonna say he's pillow fisted. That's something I'm not gonna say.
Nah, I
Cause
I
I
won't say that.
watched him beat motherfuckers up, like beat their ass. Yeah, the way he knocked out Linares.
Yeah,
Well, got the
that's what.
stoppage on Linares. He beat the brakes off Linares after he dropped him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say he's pillow fisted, but he hasn't got the greatest power. But I wouldn't say he's pillow fisted. It's just that he likes his combinations, and generally you don't get power in combinations. You know what I mean? It looks good for the judges that you've landed a three-piece combination or whatnot. But um,
Hey, check
I,
this shit out. Y'all know I said that nigga ESPN just tweeted the fastest 100-meter dash in high school history.
Hmm.
In history. And then they said in the 2016 Olympics, if he'd have ran that 998, he would have got seventh place in the 2000, and he's still in high school.
Oh dang.
That's fast, bro. I'm sorry, I'm shocked. I'm still shocked. That's fast. I know we're a boxing channel, but dog, that's a 998 in high school. Down here in
And,
Houston, Donna, dude named Michael Boylan, and
and wait
he's
till that
white.
dude wait till that dude get to college. Oh wait.
Bro, then I heard he's going to Florida. I was just reading that he's going to Florida. He's going to college in Florida. I think he's
Hmm.
going to
what
UCF
and
or
he's
something.
what and he's Anglo American, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but you know, the other thing about oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my bad.
No, it's not that, man. I just
Hey, well, I'll pick the ball up and run with it, man. Um, the one thing that we do know about Lomo is that Lomo is not invincible. Lomo can be dropped. Lomo gets hit, you know, and Tio is gonna be there to oblige him with all the hits that his little heart desires, you know. And that for all the footwork and the movement and the angles and all of that, bro. After a Lomo fight, Lomo looked like he just stood, toe to toe, squared up with somebody. After every fight, that's recently, his last few fights, that's the way he's been looking, you know, and that's with the movement and the angles. He still gets hit, and how old is he? 30 what?
31.
31. Okay, so he ain't getting no quicker, you know. Tiafimo is early 20s and hungry, man.
31.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I do believe T.O. gonna put them things on that boy.
But
We believe that T.O. gonna put them things on them boy.
in
Yeah.
in his in the fight before Crowler, right? Everyone was getting kind of
Hey,
excited about,
Wrenches, get him up out of here. Don't know who he is, but ain't no spam over here, homie.
in his fight prior to Crowler. I forget the guy's name, right? This was when he came off of his shoulder injury. Everyone jumped up and got excited about, oh look, see, he ain't he
Pedraza.
didn't do the angles. He didn't do the angles. He ain't as slick as he was before. See, he's getting old. See, he's getting old. And now he put on a excellent masterclass performance against, uh, uh, Crowler. You know, what I mean, everyone's back to square one. Listen, man, I, the way that we've been in this position before with Rigo. You know what I mean? Where people were saying that, Rico can do this, Rigo can do that. And I just feel like we're in the same position again. We see the benefits of Tio and all of that. And, Loma, well, on face value, this is face value. Loma was saying, look, man, I don't want to fight you, too small, this, that, and the other. And then after the Conor McGregor comments, where he called out Conor McGregor and said, hey, if you need a new sparring partner, come holler at your boy. And when Conor McGregor said, no, you need to worry about fighting Rigo, you're a southpaw, I'm going to spar you. And then after that moment, the fight happened. The fight got made, like almost instantly, right? And I'm just thinking whether, because I've seen it way too many times with Mikey Garcia, Eubanks, these guys, they're feeling themselves. They're really confident, which you should be as a fighter. But I've seen it all too many times where people talk up a fight, they sell themselves to the public and everything else. But the reality is that you can't listen to what the fighter says. You got to look at him and say, okay, like, is he really ready? And I just think there's a lot of variables in this. I don't think anyone can be truly definitive on this because we just don't know. We don't know. I've never seen Lomachenko in there with a slick fighter, and I've seen his amateur fights as well, and I've seen him in there with some good Cuban fighters as well, right? And it's also Tio. He's very early in his career, so this is a good matchup, and I think it will come down to a thing of Tio's gonna sink or he's gonna swim or sink or swim. You know what I mean? And I'm all for young fighters. I'm all for young fighters trying to, get that glory early on. Unlike what's his name, Tank Davis. He's now what 24? No, 25, 26 or something, and he still hasn't even had, a defining pinnacle fight.
Jose Pedraza when he won a title, and it's drip or drown. That's what we say in the States.
That was in what 2017, right? Pedraza. That was on the Mayweather undercard.
No, that was on. It went on the Mayweather undercard, but it was on that Showtime card. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm all for it, and I actually hope that fight does get made with Loma. I hope that it does get made because I think that Tio's skill set, what he brings to the table could really it could it could solve the matrix. But we'll have to see, man.
He gonna solve the matrix.
Hey, he got the blue pill and the red pill. I told Tio, I hit him on speed dial. I told that nigga take both of them that night. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and work that dude. That's what's up. Hey, and let me say this too.
Take both of those pills and
you say what?
Around and knock himself out. I said, yeah, you take both of the pills, you fuck around and knock himself out.
Hey, and let me say this, man. I hear a lot of people make the same comment that one of the ones made earlier, which I mean in itself, I guess it's a true statement. But everybody say, well, Lomo's got so much more experience than Teofimo. Lomo's got almost 400 amateur fights. But you know what? Here lately, I've been checking out all of these cats that's trying to fight these the Olympic qualifiers and all this. And this is my first time actually getting into amateur boxing. And the one thing I realized, bruh, is that the amateurs are set up totally different than the pros. The emphasis punching is different. The judges, what they're looking for is different. The scoring is different. You know what I'm saying? So when it helps you get your fundamentals down and things like that. But when Lomo got to the pros, he had to change up, his whole game plan. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't go in there doing what he did in the amateurs and expect to win fights. That being said,
but check this. He still has ring time.
Yeah,
he still has ring time.
I look at it.
He still has experience.
Right. But I look at it.
You know what I mean?
I look at it this way. Hold on, bro. I look at it this way. he got more wear and tear on him. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, he got a storied amateur career. He might be the greatest amateur of all times. But now we talk about, okay, he got more experience. Who has the most professional experience? Lomo ain't got but 13 fights.
But he has
And
rounds. He has ring
okay,
time.
yeah, in the
He has
amateurs,
experience.
in the
He's
amateurs,
been knocked down. He's took an
in the
L. You know what I
amateurs,
mean?
yeah, in the
We see
amateurs.
how he can react to a little bit of adversity. We haven't seen that from Lopez yet.
Okay, well,
We
because
don't know if
nobody's
he's
done it
gonna
to him
fall
in the
apart.
amateurs.
We don't know if he's gonna fall apart if his eyelid gets slashed
Okay,
in the
that's it.
dig.
Okay,
We
okay.
don't know what's gonna
Nobody has
happen if
done that
his
to him
nose
in the
gets
pros
bust.
yet.
If his nose get bust and he can't breathe properly. You know what I mean? Breathe the way he usually does. You know what I mean? We don't know how he's gonna react to that. Is he gonna fold up?
Okay, that
That
remains to
but
be seen.
we've seen things like that's what experience is about. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It's about being tested through all those trials and tribulations. And Lopez hasn't went through those trials and tribulations yet. But I tell you one thing, Loma's definitely gonna kill me and give him a trial and a tribulation.
well, you know what I'm saying? He may present a puzzle, but I don't know about that tribulation part.
Hey, roughhouse.
There
Also,
is nothing remotely close to a
So,
tribulation I
so
feel.
check
also,
this out. So check this out. So how about this? So how about this? Quattro Cinco in the building, man. Where you been, Quattro? You done missed all the fun, man.
Jeez. My fault, man. I was handling some shit.
Man,
Shit.
bro, you good? You good, man? I'm just fucking with you.
My fault. 503. I was at the gym and then I had to handle something right after that.
Tiafimo gonna beat that
503.
nigga up.
but you know,
Hey, so
the other
what y'all
thing is,
think about this fight? So let's make this fight. So y'all say Teofimo is inexperienced, right?
Nope. Rough House did
No,
not say
not
that.
you, not you, but the people that say he's inexperienced.
no, I didn't say that,
How
man. I
does
didn't say that.
Teofimo handle? How does Teofimo handles Gary Russell Jr.? Does he win that fight?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different fight, isn't it? Gary Russell's not Lomachenko. Man, you kind of fucking with my mind right now, man. I can only deal with one thing at
It's a
a
good fight.
time.
See, look, but see, the reason I'm saying this is because I can. Sometimes I'm not gonna sit there and say experience matters. Yeah, it does. But in some aspects, talent and styles take over experience.
Yeah, but check
You
this
know?
out. Like, just to,
Yeah, but stay ready. Look
But
at
yeah,
Lomo's one loss. He lost to Salido, a guy with tons of experience in the professional ranks. Ring time.
And no jab.
Got a man.
and then Salido lost to
And no
Mikey
jab whatsoever.
right after that. He lost to Mikey. Right
right,
after that fight, he lost to
and
Mikey.
just to build on what the odd fella was saying earlier, right? I've actually seen Lomachenko fight with a broken hand and thing like that. You know what I mean? So it's not that we all know that the amateurs is different to the pro game, but it's just about the boxing experience. It's dealing with different looks. As you say, Roughhouse, amateur boxing over the years has changed. First, it was point scoring. It's how many physical jabs, shots you land, and we just count that. You know what I mean? But it's all boxing experience. Getting different tall fighters that fight from switch stance, fighters that fight from out orthodox, southpaw, whatever. That experience that does count. It does mean something because at the end of the day, it's only going to be them two in the ring on the day, right? And when Tio presents a certain problem, Lomachenko can draw on his experience, albeit from the amateurs, and say, "Okay, I've dealt with someone like this before, um, and this is how I'm going to deal with this type of look and so forth." So I'm not saying that Tio can't win, and I'm not saying that Tio's inexperienced in that respect. I'm just saying that Lomachenko, albeit that he's only had 12 fights, he came into the pro game real late, right? He's 31 years old. Tio's still a young guy. He's still 21, right? Tio himself has got amateur experience. I can't remember what the numbers are, but
275 amateur fights.
right, 200, right, okay. So I'm not saying that he's inexperienced. I'm just saying that this matchup, in this specific matchup, I believe that ring IQ and experience is going to play a significant part in who prevails. You know, I just don't see this being Tio's going to go in there and blow Lomachenko out in the first round. It could happen, but I see this being, because there's a lot of variable. These are two highly skilled fighters. I just think it's going to come down to, you
I
know,
don't. I don't think it's gonna be a first rounder or a second round. I think this is a fight that's gonna go. It's gonna be a long distance fight, but I think I think ninth, eighth, ninth, 10th round is around the area. We got to start looking for somebody to get knocked out, whether it's Lomo or whether it's Teofimo. Somebody's getting knocked out in this fight.
Hey,
I
and
promise you.
I said when I first got on, bro, I said 10th round knockout. You know what I'm saying? That's a long fight. You know, and
And I'm saying this. I'm saying this. And now, Garen, this fight is not going a distance. Somebody's getting knocked out because
yep.
both of them is aiming. They got a point to prove with this fight.
Hey, Mac. Right, I've just had a few seconds to digest what you asked earlier, and I say Tio beats Gary Russell.
Easily.
I say Tio.
And I like
Um,
Gary. He fast,
Yep.
but he's going.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think it'll be easily. I
yeah,
really do.
yeah. But I mean, you know, Gary Russell's known for hand speed and that kind of thing, similar to Amir Khan, if you like. But
But that's it,
Tio's ring IQ, and he can time Gary Russell.
Yeah.
He can time him.
Hey,
bro.
and
Not only can he time him, Gary, he's bigger.
yes,
Yeah, he's way bigger,
way bigger.
way bigger.
Yes,
I
that's
mean,
a
Tio
right.
was even talking about moving up to
Oh,
140.
Teofimo's bigger than Lomo, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Oh,
he
of course
is.
he is. Oh yeah, there ain't no controversy.
So you
I mean,
gotta.
Lomo's about 5'6", you know. Allegedly he's 5'6". So and Tio's got to be 5'7", 5'8", but his structure, he's just got a big frame, and he's already talking about, boy, if I don't get this Lomachenko fight, I'm looking to move up to 140. That's what. No, sorry. Yeah, what 140? Yeah.
Yeah, 140.
Hey, and I want to say this, man. Did I hear you right? You said Teofimo had 275 or 270 amateur fights.
Yeah, that's right.
275 amateur wins. Yeah.
Okay, 275 amateur fights, bro. I mean, that's some ring IQ. That's some ring experience. You know, yeah, Lomo's got 120, 125 more fights, but how many styles are there out there really? How many different looks was Lomo able to see in that extra 120 fights? You know, that he didn't see in the first 375 fights. You know,
Well,
I'm
we
sorry.
know that.
His amateur record was
Rough house,
150.
rough house. Do we have to bring up pull up the box rec and compare the two records after the first 12 fights? Because there's uh, a distinct, extreme level of difference of competition between Lomachenko's first 12, you know what I mean, and Lopez's. So that tells you
Hey,
what kind of IQ
hold on, real quick.
Lomachenko was already coming into the game with.
See, this is where we need BLTB because this is where I'm gonna come in and say. At this point, we're talking about stylistically. Well, I know he's talking about the amateur part, but me personally, I want to know about style. I don't care about the amateurs. I don't care about the pros because as of right now, they around the same as far as record goes. Lomo is just pushed on a faster pace, but Teofimo has taken a step up fighting, and as of right now, neither one of them has a fight. And stylistically, who wins this fight? Take away
Well,
Teofimo.
record.
stylistically, you know me, Mac. You already know the answer to that. I'm Mr. Technical. You know, it's always gonna be, uh,
T.O. T.O.
yeah,
T.O.
it's always gonna be that. So stylistically, but I just think it's there's a bit more to it than that, you know.
I can't. The reason I can't.
Stylistically, if you
The
do
reason I
right,
I
can't go
liken
with
this.
more.
I liken this to Yard Kovalev. I love Yard style better. I like Yard style better than Kovalev. You know what I mean? And if Yard was a little bit more seasoned, I would pick his style to beat Kovalev.
But
But
you know, I'm picking
Kovalev's,
Yard in
I
that
think
fight too.
Kovalev's experience.
I'm
yeah, I'm
picking
picking Yard.
Kovalev.
I'm picking.
I'm
I'm
picking
picking
Yard.
Kovalev.
Hey,
I'm
and you
picking
know
Yard.
what's funny is I'm picking Kovalev basically for the same reason you said. What
Oh,
Kovalev has
experience.
professional ring experience. He has vastly more professional ring experience than Yard does. So in that
Check this
respect,
out.
yeah, I get it. I see it.
Check this
That's
out.
why I'm
But
picking Loma. Now you see
but
why I'm trying to make the
No,
comparison.
no,
no,
no, no. But it's
cause I'd say professional,
yeah. He said
professional
professional.
experience. Both of
Lomo
these
Yeah,
do.
and look at
Hey,
Loma's professional experience.
Lomo,
Look at Loma's professional experience from the first
the,
fight.
the first fight was a nobody. The second fight, he got beat up. And then from there, you can argue about the competition in the rest
Hold
of
on.
his
Time
resume.
out. Time
Now,
out.
now,
Time out. Time out.
Rigondeaux was brought up. Oh, go
Time
ahead.
out. Time, time out.
You
Hold
can
on. Hold on. Hold on.
argue. Ain't no argument.
Hold up. It is an argument. Lomo has
Yeah,
14 fights. Teofimo has 13 fights.
13 fights.
Experience. They both professionals. 400 amateur fights to 200 amateur fights. They're amateur fights. 4 round fights. What the fuck is an amateur?
Yeah, but
No, I'm
Lomachenko's
sorry,
professional
Quattro.
career.
Amateur means something, but when it comes to the professional rankings, amateur
Eh,
means
don't mean shit.
All right, cool. Let's take amateurs out of it. Let's take amateurs out.
thank
Forget the
you.
amateurs. Forget the
Gary
amateurs.
Russell Jr. in his third fight, 12 rounds, bro.
Hold on,
His first
Lomachenko.
fight was a 10 rounder.
Quattro. I need you to lay some of your knowledge on us, my brother.
What you mean as far as
Just boxing period. Just I'm trying to explain. He's taking Lomo just off of strictly experience, but I can't say his experience when they're both right there with the same damn record. One fight more. I'm not going with somebody.
You- oh,
Come on.
jeez.
I'm
But wait,
going
Matt. Wait,
strictly
hold
off
on.
of
This,
styles,
Yeah,
their,
yeah.
I
their
don't care.
records
I don't,
not the same. Even if
bro.
they're numerically they're the same, numerically they're similar, but their records aren't the same, man.
Okay,
Wait.
hey, I fella, and you ran to the place where everybody else runs to was Gary Russell Jr. Yes, exceptional fighter. That's one. Who
In
else?
his third fight,
Who
and then
else?
the next fight, Syriaca to Takum, 51-1. Okay, that's his fourth fight. Another 12 rounder. Then we got Gabalier Rodriguez, another 12 rounder. Another no name 12 rounder. We got Roman Martinez, 12 rounder. Nicholas Walters, 12 rounder. You know what I mean? Has Lopez even fought a 10 round a 12 rounder
I don't
yet?
Yes,
think he has,
Has-
you know. I
yeah,
actually don't think he has.
his last three fights were 12 rounders. They didn't go 12 rounds, but his last three fights were 12 rounders.
hold on.
Were they?
Let's check this out. See y'all, everybody. I I just said a minute ago. I don't care. I don't because if you want to go that route, like literally, if you want to go that route, I can name fights right now. Canelo fought better fighters than Daniel Jacobs, than Triple G, but we still got that fight. Better
But Matt,
experience. I know Canelo won against Triple G, but it's better experience. But Canelo was better stylistically in the first fucking place.
Look at
But
but
this,
wait, Matt.
man.
also,
Wait,
hold
And
on,
wait, Matt.
hold
That's
on,
his
Let
Canelo
me ask
first
you
fight.
something, man.
Man,
hold
And
on.
oh
Canelo
wow.
had no amateur experience.
Somebody let me speak real quick. Okay, now that's
Mm.
Canelo, but we want Charlo to fight Canelo, right? But
Yep.
if we go with Canelo, let's go off of Canelo's experience. Even though I think Cholo's a better fighter, everybody on here, but I don't know what you think, but we think Cholo got a chance of beating Canelo. But if you want to go with the experience route, Canelo gonna go in here and wax Cholo, wax him. If you want to go the
Well,
experience route, I don't
well,
care
wait,
about it. I don't. I'm going
but
off
wait,
of
Matt,
strictly stylistic.
Matt,
Their
let me
style.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question because I hear what you said and I agree with you, right? But there's no guarantees in boxing, right? So
Exactly.
when we say styles make fights, I ride with you, right? And would you agree with me when I say that the boxer beats the come forward fighter, beats the puncher
Yeah.
stylistically, right?
Stylistic.
Because the boxer can counter the come forward. A competent boxer can counter the
He
come
can
forward puncher
counter
all day
and
long, huh?
he can
Un,
also move.
unless your name is
Yeah,
Saludo.
yeah, right. But boxer beats puncher, right? Styles make fights. Boxer beats
Right.
puncher, right,
Yes.
right.
In
But
most
but
cases,
with that
yes.
being with that being said, that's not a guarantee, man. I've seen plenty of come forward fighters beat boxers.
Yeah.
You
I'm
understand
not.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
not.
So it. But I
But
hear I
that's
hear what you're saying.
but in that
Styles.
same token, but hold on, one of the ones in that same token, we know certain come forward fighters. Matter of fact, Earl Spence. Earl Spence is a come forward fighter that can box. So if you take him and when you go up against somebody like a Kell Brook who is a boxer,
Yeah,
who
but
you see what I'm saying? In certain aspects, I pick certain different fighters because their styles, the stylistic matchup, things that each fighter does well, things that each fighter slip and has mistakes and another fighter can take advantage of. And I look at the way Teofimo can take advantage of the way or the way Lomachenko moves. Those little angles, all it takes is a simple side step and a counter and
yeah,
drop. That's
but
all it takes. Is that fucking simple. Lomo ain't that fast. He got caught by a slow ass Linares. And Teofimo is way faster than Linares with better timing.
yeah, my kind of point was that styles do make fights, and generally speaking, that's the case. But it's not a cast iron guarantee that you can put a boxer in there with a puncher and just put your mortgage on it. It's gonna be a wrap, you know. The reason why I'm saying this is because this will be a there's a lot of unknown variables in both fighters. We just don't know because we've not seen them face up to each other like the skill set wise. So this is what I'm saying, that there's a bit more, it's a bit deeper than just simply styles make fights. To's a counter puncher, and end the story. Because you could say that any Cuban that comes out of Cuba and jumps into the professional game with the Cuban boxing style, listen, don't worry about it, they're going to beat all these Americans, anyone. Styles make fights. But all Cubans have been beaten. Every single one of them have been beaten. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that this here, Styles do make fights. Yes, To, but I just feel like it's a bit deeper than that. But I agree with you though. All them angles and all of that. Teofimo Lopez has the tools to and the skill set to potentially nullify the angles, the speed, when he tries to pull your guard down and slip a hook behind the fact that he's pulled your guard down. Tio has got tools and answers for that, but ultimately we can have this conversation all day long because there's just so many unknowns in this that we just don't know until we see the fight. I really do want to see that fight, after this conversation that we just had here. I would
Me
love to
too.
see that fight.
Yeah. Especially after what Loma said, I really gotta see that fight. What's up, Top Cat? I see you in the building. I really want to
Yep.
see that fight, especially after
It-
what Loma
It's
said.
gonna be a good fight. But in the end, Tiafimo gonna beat that dude up.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, look, with certain fights, certain matchups, Mikey versus Spence, Styles make fights, Spence, all day long. And I mean, it's an easy call. Or you put some B-level come forward puncher against Jeron Ennis, you know what I mean? You know what's going to happen there. But this is quite you know, it's quite a complex fight. And it's not one of these fights that's just going to be, oh, Tio's got power, he's going to get Lomachenko out there in the first or second round. Do you know what I mean? That's a highly unlikely outcome. And I'm not saying that anyone has said that on the panel, but I just think that because I tell you what, in that Rigo fight, Lomachenko said by the third round he had figured Rigo's rhythm out, and he says, "You're mine, and I'm going to get you out of there in the next round or the round after that." He figured him out. He said he came with a plan A, B, C. All right, so this is why I know it's going to be deeper than just styles make fights and that's it, and Tio's going to win. So.
I agree.
Hey, hold on. We finna listen to something
know.
together real quick. I just saw this, so we're gonna listen to this together. I just want to see something real quick.
Like some just racing type shit.
I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't seen you at the Tevin Farmer fight. I've been on the East Coast. You've been on the West Coast. So, big event coming up. Danny Jacobs versus Canelo. Anthony Joshua's a big star. If Danny Jacobs beats Canelo, who's a bigger star? Well, I don't know. Danny Jacobs could become pound for pound number one on Saturday night. Like, let's say you stop him. Would he be bigger than Joshua? Or, yeah, listen, I mean, he becomes a huge star. What he does become, he might be pound for pound number one in the sport. That's what he's I think he's got two middleweight world champions, two elite fighters. He's such a great fighter, but boxing at the same time. How does Demetrius Andrade feel right now? Is he just waiting and waiting? I said, all we try to do is pick him. You are the final piece of the jigsaw for the undisputed middleweight world championship. So his fight will be announced on Saturday. Now, Triple G is kind of luring in. He signed his own. The whole middleweight division is pretty much over there. Where's Triple G fit in here? Does Triple G get a fight on June the 8th? The zone, like Canelo, to fight in September. We've got other plans. So we're sorry to Danny Jacobs is going to win on Saturday night. Now, I want to switch real quick. A couple questions about heavyweight. I'll let you go. Michael Hunter didn't get the fight. How is he feeling right now? Is he like well down? His day is May 25th, so that's what he was always aiming for. It didn't work out the June one. He was getting shot in the world anyway. And I got one last question. Obviously, you got a lot of the controversy, a lot of people about some of the comments that your dad said. You know what? So was that a poor choice of words, you think, or people were taken out of context? People want to spin things out they want. People have got agendas. What he's saying is the fight have much more control now than they used to have 20 years ago. That's what he said. Would you ever use those choice of words, or just no? There's no one to explain the situation. Fighters are bound to contract. The ones used it. They said the same thing. That's how it used to be in the day. Now it's a great thing. The fighters have their own control. Richard, thank you, Eddie.
Oh, y'all heard it. He don't think it was a problem with the word.
That's damage control, man.
Ain't no damage control. If you don't see something wrong with what the fuck he said, then you a problem in this motherfucking sport too.
Man, that's damage control. He couldn't sit up there and say, "No, my dad was wrong." Man, that's
Yeah, the
damage
fuck he
control.
could. Yeah, he
That's
could.
all that. That's what
Yes,
that
he
was.
could.
I mean, I think he probably agrees with his daddy, but he couldn't just be out there and be like, "Nah, my dad was in the wrong." He couldn't say that.
Shit. I wonder what the Metro fighters think, because they still got to deal with Eddie and Barry. That's
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Somebody
He,
just sent me
he
that.
he was trying his best to clean it up.
That shit is retarded, man. That shit right there really good. I don't know. 503. What's the score, bro?
I gotta go back to it. Hold on, bro.
Oh shit.
Hey, Mac,
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
heard
go
he
ahead.
dropped the ball with this one though, man. He had the
Okay.
opportunity to come correct, you know what I mean, and have his dad look like the villain, you know what I mean, while he's over here um putting on a better face. But once again, he dropped the ball, man.
Yeah. Facts. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm probably finna get ready and close this one out because I just look at this and then think about all them fighters over there just got to sit there. I'm telling you, I'll be ready to get myself out of them contracts and leave him stuck over there trying to figure out what he gonna do.
They can't because they're
Yeah.
slaves.
You know,
I'll go ahead and I'll start off the last words if you close the thing
appreciate
out.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, salute to everyone on the panel, the usual suspects. As I say, man, if I can jump on with the link, I'll try and jump on when I can, if I can. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's gonna be a bit more slow motion coming from my direction because yeah, it's got a few things to deal with and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, good conversation, man. Good little conversation.
man,
You know,
always.
the odd fella always comes in to ruffle the feathers. You know what I mean? He's a Cuban hater, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cuban hater. You know what I mean? But yo, I love my brothers, man. It's your boy, one of them ones. I'm out. Peace, peace.
Say one of the ones, man. I appreciate you coming through, bro, man. You always ride with me, you know. Um, I be looking forward to the conversations because that Loma, Teofimo, that was a good convo today. You
Yeah,
know, but we'll never. Our fella always sticks on his note. You can't never get him off his notes. It's hard to make him change. I made him
yeah.
change, but rarely.
Hey, he stay on his square.
Yeah, man. You can't knock him off his note, man.
Yep.
Man, I'll get Fula to hook him up with some Cuban cigars. Don't worry about that, man. You know what I
You know
mean?
what I'm talking about?
Get him off his note.
Nah, you just need to get him some marathon OG. He'll be all right.
Straight. Oh, sitting that first class.
You know what I'm talking about?
Now, hey, well, should I go next, man? Hey, man, appreciate you sending that link, man. It's always a good time chopping it up with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Stay ready, your boy Mac. You know what I'm saying? 503. You know what I'm saying? One of the ones. Act, even though he was super quiet when I got on. It's all good. And my nigga, the odd fella, king of the north. Hey, ain't nothing but love,
Yeah.
my nigga. But yeah, y'all already know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Rough House Boxing TV. Hey, y'all make sure y'all stop by the house. Just remember to wipe your feet, close the door behind you. And I'm out. Gia.
Appreciate that box, man. Come back through and fuck with us, man.
Already.
Man. All right, fella, let me get some last words, my brother.
Once again, you know what I mean? Salute for having me on and whatnot. I'm gonna end off with this. You know, dig as Rough House leaves the building. A member of the 2000 U.S. Olympic team. His amateur record was 209-12. You know, dig. Now, this is a guy by the name of Jeff Lacey, Jeff Left Hook Lacey. You know what I mean? And we all remember who he got washed by, another fast punching combination Caucasian with a whole bunch of angles by the name of Joe Kawasaki. You know what I mean? Wales' favorite, the UK's favorite Welchman in the dig. So let me compare that to the Loma Teofimo Lopez fight. Could we be seeing that repeat, you know what I mean, in history again? You know, dig Loma bewildering and dazzling Teofimo Lopez with his angles and combination punching. I think so. Salute to the panel. One of them ones, legendary Top Cat just fell in. Salute to you. You know what I mean? 503 Lion. You know what I mean? Act Reacher 45 Quattro. Of course, Rough House Boxing, that boy Box. And my guy Stay Ready Boxing. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. With that being said, it's your favorite, yet your most hated all fella. And I'll be back for another live stream. Salute to the LDBC. And I'm Gizon.
Man. Peace, my brother. Peace, my brother. Legendary, you dropped in right at the end, man.
Dang, that's fucked up, man. I was trying to let my little phone charge up, man. Yeah.
Shit.
It's all
It's
good, man.
we'll be back on same time tomorrow. Oh no, we won't. Tomorrow's a Smoke City. I'm gonna come on. I might come on after. I don't know. Either meal or 503. I mean, either meal Quattro.
Big Egg, what time you going on?
When? Today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going on around 12.
All right. That's a bit.
That's in 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. You know, niggas say
You,
12. I'm like,
yeah, we over.
big number.
Oh,
That's
my
a
God.
big number.
Hey, we over here in the Central Time Zone.
Yeah,
12 shit. Nigga, I'm in the
Yeah,
bed
I
about
keep
every
forgetting. I
day.
keep forgetting,
yeah,
man.
it's
That's
all
my
good. The Rockets playing right now, so they in Oakland. So, it's
Yeah,
just second quarter right now. They finna get the ass whooped.
Yeah. Got Axe 5 hours and you boys are 7. So
What's up?
yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
hit
man.
you up
I
the
need
other
to
day. You ain't
catch
even
on them.
say shit, nigga.
who me?
One.
Who me?
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
It was in
where's
the
that?
hangout.
Where did you hit me up, man?
Yeah, I had dropped the clip.
Really? Oh, I need to go back and check, man. I've had so much people lighting up the hangouts that I ain't even been on the hangouts too well this week, man. So I might have missed it, man.
And I
I
had
might have
sent you
missed
a
it,
clip
man.
of
My bad.
Brixton.
Oh, I'm gonna go back and check it, man. I might have missed it. My bad, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's all good. I was fucking with you. What's up, big bro?
rough gone.
Oh, all right, damn, my bad, man. Y'all go close out, man. I'm coming.
Well, shit, give me some last words, legendary. Hell, let them know where they can find you. Shit, you still came through.
Oh man,
Yeah, man.
you can choose lose, stay confused. Goddamn, you want some cool boxing news? Fuck with the kid. I'm right here on YouTube, man. Appreciate you. Stay ready. I done popped in, popped out, man. I'm finna pull up on Big Act though, man. With the trunk banging wide open. We hot by smoking. 84s poking.
No, it's all right.
Hey, looking and feeling real good, man. We gonna do it one
Shit,
time for the mind, man.
shit. I'm jumping on with y'all. Shit, just send me the link. I'm finna
Bet.
jump in the shower first, though.
All
But
right.
yeah, man. Quattro, let me get some last words, my brother.
Yeah, my fault, y'all. You know what I mean? I was handling some stuff today with the job and stuff, so that's why I wasn't really around. I got back a little late, later than expected. Plus, I had to hit the gym, so appreciate you for sending the link. Shout out to all my peoples that was on the panel. I can't shout everybody out because I don't know who really was on because I got on late. But shout out to everybody that came on. And shout out to LDBC. Shout out to my boys, the Full Berserkers. Shout out to, everybody that was listening to, man. It's your boy Ack Reach. I never steer you wrong. I'm out.
All right, bro. Peace. Close us out, 503.
Oh man, salute to everybody that came through, man. Salute to my boy Legendary Top Cat, man. He didn't slid in, man. But you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to hear some more boxing talk, be sure to slide over and swing on down to Act Reacher, man. 45, man. Quattro Cinco, man. And be sure to tune in tomorrow to that Smoke City Mallcast. We'll be live, you know what I'm saying? 8 p.m. Texas time, you know what I'm saying? So tune in tomorrow, man. And be sure to tune into my brother next live stream, man, and my next live stream tomorrow live at 5, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, we gone. H time for real.
And you already know what it is. And you shout out to the whole Lions Den boxing community, LDBC. And for you funky hoes that keep hating on us, hey, you ain't doing nothing but making us bigger, man. We love it. A lot of the brothers don't feel it, man. You ain't doing nothing but sending us more fans, and I appreciate it. Man, shout out to you. And y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, you know what I'm saying? Everything on this channel, man. Help me build. Help me build. I'm almost at 600, man. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Mac, Stay Ready Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready. You just stay ready. One.